Will Bernie Sanders' stance on guns come back to rob him in 2020? Stay tuned. The Domestic Terrorism Act that occurred in Florida has put a lot of focus on gun reform. And Democrats are really making some noise over this issue, thinking that maybe they can get something done. Bernie Sanders was hit hard in the 2016 election against Hillary Clinton because, well, he had a D- rating from the NRA. So Bernie Sanders has been under some scrutiny because of some past votes. The Brady bill, a bill that Bernie Sanders did not support, came back to haunt him as Hillary Clinton hit him on the campaign trail. Bernie Sanders didn't respond too well to it. At one point, I thought Bernie was just going to just throw the podium over and tell Hillary to kiss his ass, but he didn't because he's classy, right? But, you know, I guess Bernie could have been pissed off because in 2008, Hillary Clinton ran as Annie Oakley. Remember that shit? Which is somebody who loved guns, and she talked about how she loved shooting guns. And now that she was running against Bernie, she acted as if Bernie was a crazy gun nut. Damn crazy gun nut Bernie. But this is politics, and it's full of bullshit. A lot of Democratic Party hopefuls who plan to run in 2020 or who show signs of running in 2020 have come out harshly against guns. They put their stake in the ground. They say they're going to go hard. They're going to pan left, and that they want gun reform now. So there leaves very little wiggle room if you're jumping into the contest here. It's a gun reform time of day. I don't know if you know this, but back when Obama was president and he had the House and the Senate, we didn't get gun reform. But now they expect to get it under Trump. Doesn't that seem a little crazy? Just a little crazy? Who cares about facts, right? They've been blaming Bernie Sanders for guns like Bernie Sanders was a gun manufacturer. Bernie did sign on some legislation that said that you had to, in a background check for a gun, you had 3 days to get the background check back, or the person requesting the gun could proceed. And this was used to get effect in 2016 because Hillary pointed out South Carolina massacred Dylann Roof, who went into church and shot up all the black parishioners. He was able to get a gun because of this. They called this the Charleston loophole. Now, it's not that Bernie invented the Charleston loophole. He said that Bernie thought that people should get background checks back at a respectable amount of time, which is totally wrong to think. If it takes you 3 months, get your damn thing back. So I disagree with Bernie on that because it's the government, man. You might have to wait more than 3 days. So Bernie Sanders has been catching a lot of heat because basically they've been trying to get rid of Bernie since 2015. And now that they know that Bernie's a very popular politician and a force to be reckoned with, well, they got to use whatever they have at their disposal to take him down. That's right. They will use guns to take down Bernie Sanders if they can. Never mind the fact that Kirsten Gillibrand, oh yeah, I'm going to go there. Kirsten Gillibrand, she had an A- rating from the NRA. But I hear no one talk about that. I'm looking for a critic of Kirsten Gillibrand's A- rating while they crap all over Bernie for a D-. Looking for non-hypocrites to stand up and call Kirsten Gillibrand a gun-toting, barrel-smoking. No one's called her a gun nut. See, that's why I tell you I don't let nobody take your cornbread, because this shit right here is cornbread thievery at its finest. There's been a lot of disinformation about Bernie Sanders and his voting record on guns. He voted for the ban on assault weapons. He also voted to limit the capacity of magazines. Large capacity, kill a lot of people without even reloading. He's voted for every piece of gun control legislation that's been instituted since like 2009. Almost a decade. Not good enough though. I wonder if it's not good enough because he's not a Democrat. I think it was Tuesday, Bernie Sanders met with students who survived the Parkland shooting, and they talked about legislation. They talked about banning semi-automatic weapons. In fact, the organization called Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense says they'll endorse Bernie Sanders. They just want to hear him louder, more often about gun reform, and they'll definitely get behind him. Ariana Jones is a spokeswoman for Bernie Sanders, and she says, hey, Bernie hasn't said he's running for 2020. This is just about Bernie being on the right side of the issues. And to that, Ariana, I say, all right, I hear you. Oh, sure, of course not. Of course he's not running. He's just doing things that people do. So, don't even worry about it. I won't even think about it. You don't think about it, I won't think about it. Yeah? Sorry. And yes, I know Bernie Sanders will be 78 years old. I know this. In 2020, he'll be 78. Here's the thing. He's going to be 78 anyway. So, you want to be 78-year-old president or 78-year-old guy who could have been president and saved the world? Be a 78-year-old guy who became president and saved the world. That's how I have to look at things. Regardless to what you think about gun reform, between now and 2020 will give more than likely all politicians an opportunity to show their true colors. I'm sure there'll be legislation submitted where you get to vote and go on the record. All right, I'm Tim Black for TBTV. Subscribe to this channel. Click the subscribe button and then click the bell so you know when I drop new-ish that you want to check out. When I drop a new Fire Flames mixtape, yo. Dropping bars, son. Or, when I put out a video that you might want to watch.